Hey guys, it's Brooke, and today I'm doing a video that I'm really excited about. I've always wanted to do this. I've wanted to make this video before I even had a YouTube channel, and that is a playlist video. I know I've done a lot of playlist videos recently, but I've just had a lot of occasions to do playlist videos for. I'm sorry. This is a playlist for International Women's Day, which is on March 8th. And this is a playlist of all of my favorite songs by female artists or female fronted bands. There's some, bigger people I know you're probably expecting. And then there's, more lesser known people who I also threw in here. And the theme of it is every single song is not supposed to be like a Single Ladies by Beyonce song. Like, not every single one of them is like that. I mean, none of them are, negative, but, I just picked a song that I really thought defined each person really well. And this is only going off of people that I listen to. I don't listen to a lot of the modern pop stars who are women who are out there right now, and just because they're not on there, that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them or that I don't like them. This is just based off of the people that I listen to. Very first song on this playlist is by two of my favorite ladies in music, and that is the Wilson sisters, aka Heart, and this is their song Crazy on You, which I have loved since the very beginning, because yes, it is in some ways a kind of a generic sexual rock and roll song, but at the time this album came out in, I think, 1976, maybe 1977, women were not doing that, and the way they present it is still in like a classy way, but they just were right at the same level as all of the men who were making that kind of music at the time. One of my favorite lines in the song is the line, "You don't need to wonder, you're doing fine. My love, the pleasure's mine. Let me go crazy on you." And there's also the verse, which is some of my favorite lyrics of all time, where they say, "Wild man's world is crying in pain. What you gonna do when everybody's insane? So afraid of wonder, so afraid of you. What are you gonna do?" And I feel like that still applies to stuff today. And I just absolutely adore them. I absolutely adore this song. And I think that this song is revolutionary. And even though it's still popular, it's still played today, I don't think it gets the credit that it deserves for what it is. Next is Rhiannon by Fleetwood Mac, and as everyone knows, Fleetwood Mac is my favorite band, and Rhiannon is one of my favorite songs of all time. It's the ultimate female jam about a majestic woman, and yes. Next is Cherry Bomb by the Runaways, which is a classic, and obviously Sherry Curry and Joan Jett were in the Runaways. I would have a song by Joan Jett on here from, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, but all of their discography is not on Spotify, which is very annoying. So here is the Joan Jett representation. I'm sorry that I don't have anything else by her, but I would if it was on Spotify. Next is a song by Hole, because obviously I've got to put Courtney in here. And this song is still relevant now, and the song is actually called Asking for It, which is a very sarcastic song about sexual assault, which still applies now, and I thought this was a good way to address that issue via music in this video, and it's Courtney Love, so. Next is obviously the Taylor. You knew she was coming. For this pick, I chose I Did Something Bad because I felt like that was the best representation of what she's been through and how she, just because a man talks down to her or a man assaults her or their career is ruined by her turning them in, doesn't mean that she's the one who's guilty, and I just thought this was definitely the best song to capture this message. And obviously Taylor Swift is monumental to women in music of all time, so here it is. He says don't throw away a good thing, but if he drops my name then I owe him nothing, and if he spends my change then he had it coming. They're burning all the witches even if you aren't one. Next is a song by Lorde, and I actually did not pick something off of Melodrama, even though a lot of those songs would have applied. I picked one of my favorite songs off of Pure Heroine called White Teeth Teens, and I've always just found this song super relatable, and I love it, and it's kind of about being an outcast.
Tried to join, but never did. The way they are, the way they see.
Next is a song by B. Miller, who I have always loved. But this song is called S.L.U.T, which stands for Sweet Little Unforgettable Thing, and this song is just an awesome statement and has a perfect place on this playlist, and I love B. Miller, and she's underrated, so listen to this song.
Don't like what I'm wearing, well you're only bothered cause you're staring, and you'll never talk me into caring, cause it's my own and I'll keep owning it. I'm not for it, you're scared of it.
Obviously, I had to represent Halsey because duh. And also, I picked Strangers because it also has Lauren Jareggi in it. I felt like there was an absence of Fifth Harmony from this playlist, even though I don't listen to Fifth Harmony and I'm not really educated enough in their music to have put them on the playlist, but I felt like as one of the biggest girl groups out there, they deserve to be on here. So here is my little shout out to Fifth Harmony. Even though I'm not a huge fan of them, I'm kind of trying to recognize how influential they are, and Lauren Jareggi is in this song, so here we go.
I miss the mornings with you laying in my bed. I miss the memories replaying in my head. I miss the thought of forever, you and me, but all you're missing is my body.
Next is a song by The Pretty Reckless, and I've also talked about in videos, I love Taylor Momsen, but this song is off of their most recent album, Who You Selling For, and it's the title track, and I think this song has a really good message in it about the way people in the music industry present themselves, and that was the whole theme of this album. And I remember when they were on tour for this album, Taylor would hashtag post who you selling for, sell for nobody, and I wanted her to be on this playlist anyways, but I felt like this was a good song. I also absolutely love this song. Like, this is a song that I will never not listen to when it comes on shuffle. I really love this song, and I really love this album, which is super underrated. Go listen to that album. Anyways, here it is. Next is Little Mix, which you knew had to be on here, and I had a hard time choosing what song to put on this playlist because they just have so many great female empowerment anthems. That's what they're best at. And Salute is my favorite album by them, and it's altogether the one that I think has the strongest message of that. And so I picked the title track off of Salute, which is very fitting, but they have like 20 songs that would have been fitting for this video, but this is the one I chose, and I love them. A song by the White Stripes, and I know what you're thinking, Jack White, but no, because Meg White was equally a part of this band, and even though she only sings on I think 3 songs ever off of their albums, I put in this one from Get Behind Me Satan, which is Passive Manipulation, which is a little bit of a joke song, but Meg White does not get any credit ever. So I felt like it was important to put those in here, and also I just love her, and I love the White Stripes, and this song is funny.
Women, listen to your mothers, don't just succumb to the wishes of your brothers. Take a step back, take a look at one another. You need to know the difference between a father and a lover.
Next is a song by Hey Violet, and I'm not a big Hey Violet fan. I'm not into them like most people are. But this song I do love, and Rena and Nia Loveless and Miranda, when she was in the band, are awesome. And so here is Guys My Age.
Cushion on that sofa now. Guys my age don't know how to treat me, don't know how to treat me. Freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing, I mean nothing, honey, if it ain't free. Yeah, feeling good was easy, love, when he sang the blues. You know, feeling good was good enough for me. Turning table, and you're never taking nothing and doing nothing but giving. It's hard to be a good wife and a good mom and a good Christian. Said I don't drink, but sometimes I need a stiff drink. Sipping from a half-full glass, let the world fade away. You can't pay me any color, and I can be a clown. You ain't got my number, yeah, you can't pin me down, yeah, you can't pin me down, yeah, you can't pin me down.
Next is a song by Casey Musgraves that I literally try to live by and I love with all my heart, and it is called Follow Your Arrow, and more people should be like this.
If you save yourself from marriage, you're bored. If you don't save yourself from marriage, you're a horrible person. Face lots of noise, kiss lots of boys, kiss lots of girls. If that's something you're
Of course, here's Lana, and I had to find a way to get Stevie back in here.
We're just beautiful people, beautiful problems. Yeah. Beautiful problems, God knows we've got them, but we gotta try.
I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turned gloomy, the night winds whispered to me, I'm lonesome as I can be.
Next is a song by Courtney Barnett, who I love and is totally underrated. You should so go listen to her if you've never heard of her.
Too much of you, I used to wonder what to wear. Don't stop listening, I'm not finished yet. I'm not fishing for your compliment. Walking around with my head down, but I can't hide with these high heels on. Downtown in the thick crowd, but it's just you that my mind is on. Dressed up, got my heart messed up. You got yours and I got mine. It's unfair that I still care, and I wonder where you are tonight.
California, California, I'm coming home. Oh, will you take me as I am? Strung out on another man. California, I'm coming home.
Next is Better Man by Little Big Town, which is one of the best songs ever about toxic relationships, and Taylor Swift wrote it, so I see nothing better.
I wish it wasn't 4 a.m. Standing in the mirror saying to myself, you know you had to do it, I know. But your jealousy, I can hear it now. You're talking down to me like I'll always be around. And I just miss you, and I just wish you were a better man.
Anymore, I'm tired of looking for answers. Take me someplace where there's music and there's laughter. I don't know if I'm scared of dying, but I'm scared of living too fast, too slow. Regret, remorse, hold on, no, I gotta go.
This is a song that I've been obsessed with since this album came out, and that is Pills by St. Vincent, and this also has Cara Delevingne in it.
Goes to wake, goes to sleep, goes pills every day of the week. Goes to walk, goes to think, goes pills for the family. I'm behind the wheel, I'm leaving your state. I can't even swim in these waves I made. From the back to the drain, and the plane to the stage.
This is a song called Wednesday Night Melody by a band that I think is so underrated that is completely made up of women, called Bleached, and they actually opened for Paramore on tour, but I think I actually heard of them from a playlist that Rena Loveless made and put on Spotify. So this is one of their biggest songs, but they are so good. Please go listen to them.
Find yourself sometime, leave the past behind. Future is a lonely ride, so tell yourself you gotta try. Choices that were made, well, I think you better rearrange.
Next is another underrated female-led band called the Aquadolls, and I actually found out about them from watching a vinyl collection video on YouTube, and there was this girl who was a really big fan of them. She was wearing an Aquadolls t-shirt and she had their vinyl. I don't remember what YouTuber this was, but I remember that video, and I remember that is what made me inclined to check them out, and this is a song called Wander, which I really like.
How do you wanna go about it? My heart is saying yes, but my mind says no. I don't know how to take this chance. I can smile at your t-shirt, trip out, let your mind wander.
And last but not least, we are going with a jam from none other than Pat Benatar. And this concludes my playlist. Happy International Women's Day. I hope you enjoyed this playlist. I hope maybe you discovered someone or a song that you had never heard before. And as always, I'm linking the playlist in the description. I'm linking my video from last week. And I'm gonna link some live performances that I really, really love. and some of the music videos that I really love of some of these songs. Maybe not all of them, but there are some of these songs that I like have in mind a specific video I want to link, so I'm gonna do that for some of those. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, tell me what songs you would have added to this playlist or what you thought of it. Girl power, yes.
You're a heartbreaker.